Welcome back to another episode of Zooming with Zach. I told y'all we were going to get these things running. Sorry it took me so long to get started this year, but again, I could not let March go past without highlighting some amazing women during Women History Month. And I have another one for you. Cannot wait to introduce you. So we're not going to waste no time. We're going to get right into it. Again, welcome to another Zooming with Zach. Let's go. Welcome back to another episode of Zooming with Zach. Super excited to have you with me today. Please make sure you are liking, commenting, sharing, whether you're watching on YouTube, LinkedIn, whatever platform. I'm putting these on Instagram now, so if you're on IG, feel free to share it to your stories. And it's all about me just connecting you with great folks I've met over my years. And I have another one for y'all today. This woman is just like bubbly and awesome. So I'm going to let her kind of speak for herself. But before I introduce her, let me make sure to give you our trivia question for today. As you see on the screen, what do you call it when a hotel mattress is ruined from too much vacation sex? What do you call a hotel mattress that is ruined from too much vacation sex? So if you got a guess, put it in the comments. Don't be too vulgar, I guess, but whatever, do what you do. But we're going to talk about some fun stuff. We're talking about sex today. So I got the one and only SexDrHeather on the show. How are you, Dr. Heather?
Hey, I'm fabulous. How are you, Zach? My homie.
You be staying fabulous. It's fantastic.
Yeah, Zach. So you know you the best hugger ever.
Hugger extraordinaire. And Kyrie, I hope you're watching, because he was the one that be coming for my title. I'm like, nope.
No. Oh, please. Not even come close.
Not even. And speaking of Kyrie, as you know, I met you through My New Philly.
Yes.
You had your office right down the hallway from us. We've had you on shows before. You be dropping knowledge. You are one of the preeminent sex therapists in the Philadelphia area. So please tell folks a little bit about yourself and why are you awesome?
Why, thank you. Thank you so much, Zach. You know, I met Zach. I'm going to get to me in a minute. But, you know, Zach is just not only the best hugger, but the reason I'm doing this is because you are an awesome person. You know, as you can imagine, I get a lot of requests to do things and it just doesn't work for me because I'm busy. You know, I have a company too. So I said, Zach, yeah, I got to make some time to do this. Okay. Because this is my homie. You know, you just have a good spirit about you. Like you know how you can tell when people are just genuine, right? And you're just a genuine, relaxed. I was sitting here thinking about you when I was waiting and I was thinking like, you have always been cool, just chill, and then say something funny. You know, you're just a great guy, and I love that about you, and a family man. You know, which I also love about you too. So sure. I want to keep those type of people in my life always, and whenever I can help, I want to help, right? Because you've helped me. My New Philly. You know, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have met all the wonderful people I met down the hallway, right? And you were one of them. So. All right. So I'm a sex doctor. I'm also a marriage and family therapist first, really. So I absolutely was born for this, right? Like, you know, people come to me because they feel like, you know, not always because of sex things, but some people come because they're like, I don't know what my life's purpose is. Like, why am I here? I feel like I know, right? And I think, Zach, you probably could relate to this too, and knowing what your life's purpose is and enjoying what you're doing all day and every day. So, you know, I help people figure things out in life, you know, whether it's job related, career related, sex related. And when I say sex, I don't always just mean intercourse. I mean everything sexual health related. It's like just picture this big umbrella with sexual health written at the top, right? And then you know how the umbrella has all the opening in the inside.
Right.
There are so many different topics under this umbrella, like reproduction, you know, intimacy, passion, body image, you know, sexual self-esteem, boundaries, all type of things, right? So it's fun to help people figure things out when they're confused, or people come to me when they just want to have more romantic connections with people, or more intimacy or passion, and
Right.
they've been married for 20 years and they lost it, right? You can get it back.
Mm-hmm.
Things like that. I also help people figure out exploration, because there, our society, there are a lot of people who are held to standards when they don't even understand what the standards are.
Right. Right.
Like, you're just supposed to be heterosexual. That's it. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not. People are not born heterosexual, believe it or not. Everybody's not born heterosexual, people. So, when you're in this conflict, I can help you figure it out, right?
Mm.
I offer a safe space where everything's confidential, of course. And it's even better, believe it or not, Zach, now that we're virtual.
Right.
Because there are people with some paraphilias, which are abnormal, and I say abnormal sexual practices, that are embarrassed,
Right.
that don't really want to come outside and don't really want to be seen, and coming into my office too, so
Mm-hmm.
it really is helpful now that things are virtual for people who have abnormal sexual practices to kind of show up.
Awesome. Awesome. And, I'll say to folks, because the world, that space is so large, the umbrella that she referenced, there are so many different areas. So you don't always know if you do need someone who is considered a sex therapist. But I'm saying,
Mhm.
like, the amount of space and the different areas that Dr. Heather covers, I just encourage folks, chat with her, have a consultation, learn what she can do that can help. I think you even telling me people get a free 20-minute consultation if they reach out on your website.
Yep.
So yeah, I encourage folks to do that. And see what kind of knowledge she can drop on you, and what kind of help she can put into your life. Because I'm a big proponent of therapists. My wife is a therapist. Like, I know how impactful that is to have someone in that space that you can talk to. So holla at Dr. Heather, because she's awesome. So Dr. Heather,
Yeah.
it's time for 3 random questions.
Okay.
So I need you to give me a 3-digit number.
I got you.
None of
Ready?
those numbers can be the same. What's your number?
520.
520. I love that number. You know why I love that number?
Why?
Because you got a 0 in there.
Oh.
And 0 means random. I get to pick the question.
Oh, good. Okay.
So I
Yeah.
love it.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. So your first one is 5. Let's go here. If you could go back to your first days as a professional and give your old self one piece of advice, what would it be?
I would give myself 100 pieces of advice. So
Right.
I'm gonna have to figure this one out, because boy, oh boy.
You can give me 2. I don't mind.
If I could go back to my first days, I would tell myself to trust the process of entrepreneurship a little bit more, because, and I'm going to expand a little bit on that. I was actually being told by people who were not of color, I'm going to say that, who were like, oh, it's going to take you this 7 years, and giving me all this advice about like private practice. And it was like, dang, I'm gonna have to wait this long, listening and hearing what they were saying, instead of kind of just going in with an open perspective.
Mm-hmm.
You try to go back to people who have been there, done that. But I didn't have people of color, like Black people, who had their own practices at this point, who were successful, that I could ask stuff from. But now, of course, let's fast forward all these years. I do. Right. So now I'm the person. Now I give the information, and I don't give that information. Oh, it's going to take you this long, and it's rough and it's tough. No. So another piece I could go back and tell myself is, people, just kind of understanding where people are in the moment when they come to me a little bit better. Yeah. Right. And having that, being able to step back and say, okay, so these 5 people that just came to me for help, not trying to just jump in and fix, I think that's where I was in the very beginning. Instead of relaxing, like, let's do this together. It's a
Right.
reciprocal thing. You
Right.
know, yes, I'm the professional, but guess what? This is your life.
Right.
You can give so much here. So I am that therapist. Like, it's a reciprocal thing. Like, I'm not working harder than you. Like, we're working at this together.
I love it. I love it. Number 2. That was number 2. If you could work in another industry or job, what would it be and why?
All right. So if I could work in another industry, it would be the traveling industry
Hmm.
because I like to travel. I like to go to other places outside of the United States and just like eat the food, do all the things that people are like, I can't believe you did that. Like, I just came back from Panama. I had a blast, right?
Right. For your birthday, right?
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
always go somewhere I've never been and I go by myself, right?
Right.
Like, I invite people. I'm like, all of y'all can come. This is where I'm going to be. Because, you know, I learned my lessons, Zach. You can't wait for people because they will stop you because of all their stuff, which is fine, right? Y'all can have all that, but this is what I'm doing. So if you want to come on. If you don't, I'm going anyway. And I was there for a really long time, right? Almost 3 weeks. It was amazing. So awesome. I would definitely travel and like that would be, I would get into the travel. I don't know what you call it, like that industry where you go and you kind of rate places and have this as something that you do.
I'm pretty sure and this amen might be that my last guest, Monique, she just said amen. I think that was her other job. If she could do it, she would do the travel industry, which is awesome. I also will shine light on the fact that you was like, not in the US.
Well,
I need to go to these other places. It's a little crazy over here.
It is.
Yeah.
I ain't hating, but you know, I love it because this is where my ancestors were forced to be, and this is where I was born. So it's like my home. But I'd like to travel other places too.
Indeed. Now for 0.
Okay.
Just random. So everyone knows what my favorite question on this show is, because I say it all the time, but I'm gonna hold that off in case we have time. I'm gonna give you something different because I think your answer would be interesting. You hit the lottery and win $100,000. How are you spending it? And you cannot give it away or donate it, and you cannot use it on travel.
Can I pay my student loans off?
Yes, you can.
All right, so I would pay my student loans off. However, if they were already paid off, I would buy some land.
Ooh.
Right? Probably in another country and build like little haciendas on there, like little houses.
Solid.
Right? And then all of my family would have a house because I would say, this is your home. This is your home. This is your home. This is your home. So whenever y'all want to come and vacation, we can all vacation on this land in these little houses together.
I love that. I never heard that. I'm all about it. I love that one.
Yep.
Great answer. Great answers to all your questions. I thank you so much for being my guest on the show. Before we close it out, we do have to get back to one piece of order. This is our trivia question. What do you call it when a hotel mattress is ruined from too much vacation sex? Now, you are the sex doctor. I expect you to know this. What is it?
Zach, I don't know this. You got to help me out with my sense of humor here. I don't know this joke. This is a good one. I could use this.
I'm going to read it one more time and give you the answer. What do you call it when a hotel mattress is ruined from too much vacation sex? A spring break.
Oh my gosh. That's funny. I'm gonna use
spring
that.
Break. the springs, they done broke.
Yes, I love that.
Get it. Everybody
That's
get it. Thank you so much, Dr. Heather. I can't wait to see you again in person sometime soon. Yes. I will give you a hug. It will be way better than anything Kyrie could do.
Yes.
And I'm gonna leave it to you to let folks close the show. So have a good one. I'm out, folks. I will see you on the next Zooming with Zach. As always, peace.
So if you'd like to contact me, the better way is through my website, SexDrHeather.com. That's SexDrHeather.com. Fill out a contact card or call the number and you can schedule for a free 20-minute consult with either myself or one of my 3 therapists. Yes, They specialize in sex therapy, just like I do, trauma. We also have an EMDR therapist. We are expansive at Sex Dr. Heather LLC. So it was fabulous being with Zach, and I hope everybody has a blessed spring, summer, fall, and winter 2023. Peace.